Hi, this is Bill Spatrino. Today is February 2nd, 2019. In the political part of this, we're going to talk about I call them the three amigos, but the three people that are running for president that have announced, basically, that are the front runners, in my opinion, okay? These people all, I don't consider Elizabeth Warren anybody important. I do like the idea of what she's doing with the wealth tax. Okay, I think it will get traction, but I don't feel that she's a legitimate contender. She's love to run against her. She's there to me. The three contenders right now are Howard Schultz. He just announced on 60 Minutes that he's going to run for president. Now, Schultz is trying to say that he's an independent. Folks, he's not an independent. He's a Democrat. Okay? He's a Democrat on every subject except for helping. He knows fiscally, he knows what has to go on. He's run a business. I respect him, okay, from that aspect. And he's not some crazy leftist. His problem is that the left, who he needs support from, isn't going to support him. There's many. He's going to take Democrat. He thinks he's going to get Republican people that don't like Trump. He's not. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. He's not. I know Republicans that don't like Trump. They're not going to like Howard Schultz. Okay, they don't believe what he believes. The guy, and see, Trump trolled him right away. He said, you don't have the guts to do this, because he wants him in the race. See, what the Democratic Party is now these people who are supposedly so unified are all going to be fighting and attacking each other. And it's great. It is the greatest part of this whole thing that you're ever going to see. It's like watching 3 people you don't like, or 10 people you don't like, fighting each other. Like, all you want is blood. Okay, you want to see somebody get whacked. And that's what's going on here. Okay, it's great. I'm so happy. Schultz, people have asked me about him because I'm a business person. I follow Starbucks. Schultz had a great idea, but he's not going to resonate with the Democratic voters. He just isn't. They're going to attack him for being a billionaire. Okay, they're going to attack him because he's not a socialist. And they don't want him in the race because they're afraid if he runs as an independent. Now, I think that Schultz will figure out in 3 or 4 months that he isn't going to do it. But they have to be careful, because if they annoy him, he might say, you know what, I'm running as an independent. Regardless. He thinks he's going to have all these ideas, and he's an entrepreneur. Who people told him his coffee shop wouldn't work, and they were wrong, okay? And then he came back to it and fixed it. The man is a good businessman, like Mike Bloomberg. The problem is, and he's not as far left as Mike Bloomberg, but he's left, okay? And he's going to take away Democrats who care about social issues, but have some financial sense. See, there's a lot of people, I tell them rich white men guilt, okay? A lot of people who call themselves Democrats, but they're like a Warren Buffett, but they're fiscally conservative, okay? And sensible. Guys like Buffett could back a Howard Schultz, but he's not running as a Democrat, and an independent is not going to win. They're just not going to win, okay? It's the Democratic, they have a machine of people that they vote dead people, okay? They took a person, the most disliked person in history, Hillary Clinton, and they almost tried to win with her, okay? They voted all the dead people, all the people who are illegal. It's election fraud is horrible, okay? What happens is you're supposed to have a Republican in every precinct, but who's going to go into these inner cities? Okay, you want to go in there? I told one of my consultants, I said, we need to get a bunch of Navy SEALs and pay them to go into these neighborhoods and try to stop all the cheating that goes on. Okay. But that plea was met with deaf ears. Maybe next time someone will do it. I don't know. But That's Schultz's idea. Bloomberg, he hasn't announced yet, but he's going to. Okay, but he's going to run as a Democrat. Mike Bloomberg's big problem is he wants to take away your guns. He wants to tell you how much pop you should drink. And again, he's a multi-billionaire. People, him and Schultz, they'll spend their own money to do this, but many people, see, the difference is Trump resonates with the working man. Trump's a construction guy. He speaks roughly. He speaks like how I speak to people. I speak directly to people. I don't speak. A couple people met me at his Petrino Fair a few weeks ago, and they said, Jesus, this guy wasn't anything what we thought. We thought he was going to be some, snobby decamillionaire, and instead he was walking here and laughing, and I deal with regular people, okay? I speak directly to the people. I don't have a filter. I answer questions really quick. When I do these podcasts, I don't have notes. I don't have anything. I just start talking because I believe what I say. What I say comes out of me. And Bloomberg is not a person who is going to win the Democratic. I mean, could he win the Democratic nomination? I just don't think so. I don't think the Bernie people are going to come out for the guy. Okay? They'll stay home. And I think he has the same problem Schultz does. Okay? The person who I think is the favorite, and I hate to say this because I don't think she's a harmful person. If Schultz became the president, I don't want him. I want Trump. But at least he knows how to run. He understands what business people think. This Kamala Harris, okay, when she started doing it, she basically came out and said, if she's elected president, she'll take your guns away. She'll take your doctor of choice away. She'll take away the free market and the American dream by putting a cap on how successful and how much money you're allowed to make. She'll take your car of choice away. She'll take the wall. It won't do it. Your sovereignty, your security away. Okay? Nobody wants that. And the big thing she's got going against her is that, she's in California, and she should be able to win the California primary. Okay? She'll certainly be the favorite there. But, and there's you get a lot of, vote, that counts for your primary, your delegates. You get a lot of delegates. But the problem Kamala Harris has is in this Me Too times, she's involved with, she was involved with a married guy that was 30-some years older. And he came out over the weekend and basically said, yeah, I was with her, I helped her, I did all this. She said nothing. Well, you got to address this. Okay. The guy's coming out and saying it happened. He's unashamed. He don't care. He was married and, fathered kids with another woman. He would be out somewhere with his girlfriend and his wife. This is a ballsy guy. Okay. And she was with the guy, and she was, when I talked to my daughter about this, she's like, Dad, that's gross. The guy, what was she, 40 years older, 30? It doesn't matter. She's not going to win in this Me Too area. And if you don't think nobody's talking about this, the media refuses to write this about her. Okay, they don't mention it. But you don't think the Democrats are a group of jackals. And if you think that they're not going to hit her with all this, folks, I'm so excited waiting for these primaries to come up for the Democratic Party. It's like watching, it's better than watching a group of clowns. Okay. These are like vicious clowns. It's kind of like a demolition derby. Okay, they're just going to be crashing into each other. Okay, and they're it's like Dumb and Dumber. Okay, and these people are the leaders in this group. Okay, it's like a horse that can count to 10 is a smart horse, but you don't want the horse designing the bridge you drive over. You know what I'm saying? So. This is the good news. Everybody's worried about Trump. Oh, and Jeff Flake said he, on the Republican side, he's not going to seek the presidency. Jeff, nobody cares about you. I would beat you in a race. I'm telling you, if I ran head-to-head against the guy, I would win. And I have no desire to be the president. But people would just say, oh, Jeff Flake, we don't want him. We'll vote for Bill Petrino. He's better. It's like saying about Brussels sprouts, if you don't like them. Well, I'd rather have something else. I'll take my chances. Okay. As far as the stock part of it, there's a stock that I'm waiting for, and it's called Snapchat. for those of you that know me, I got into the stock a little early, lost a little. I mean, it's down lower, but the other day, Twitter and Facebook both went down and Snapchat went up. They're announcing their earnings on February 5th. I think they're going to have good news. They're going to become cash flow positive. This is a stock. It was down as low, went under 5, and now it's slowly climbing back into the 6s. And I honestly believe this stock goes to 20 and even possibly to 40 or 50 in a 3 to 5 year span. Now, I want to make a disclosure here. Do not bet your house on this, okay? This is for your fund money. You want to put up, $1,000, $500, don't bet money you don't have. If you're a multimillionaire, like some of the people that listen to this, and you want to put in a large stake, don't bet your eating money on this, okay? Because it could go down, but I don't think it will go down, because if Snapchat can't become cash flow positive, and I believe they will be sold to an Amazon, to an Apple. Somebody will buy it, and you'll still get your money out of it, okay? I think I think it has great potential for somebody as a speculative play. But it's a speculative play. Speculative, and I'm making a disclosure, okay? Please do not invest money that you don't have to lose, okay? You could lose. I don't think it'll go to zero. I think it would get bought before that, and you would lose a little bit of money. But please don't, but this is something speculative. I told you about Apple. It was undervalued. This stock is extremely undervalued, okay? I'm not going to give multiple amounts of stocks here, but I will give you a stock every maybe 3 or 4 weeks, okay? I got paying customers that buy in for this information, but I want to help the regular people, and I'm doing it, okay? Keep the truth machine going. As far as sports goes, I can't. The Super Bowl just has me in such an aggravated mood. I'm going to talk about basketball. This Anthony Davis plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, and he wants to play for another team. He's tired of playing on a losing team, okay? So he asks to be traded. They fined him. It's like, you're fining a man for saying he wants to be traded? Okay, he didn't ask to be on. Sports is a game where you don't ask to be. He was the number 1 draft choice. They drafted him. They haven't improved the team. He wants to trade. He wants to go work somewhere else, just like everyone else does. And they're making him out to be some unreasonable person. Folks, people say, Billy, you don't like the basketball players. I don't like the ones that are ignorant. This guy wants to go on a regular good team. He wasn't disrespectful. He didn't say the owners are cheap, they're stupid. He didn't make any comments. He just said, I want to be traded. Okay? And, of course, he got dissed. The media, they don't, because this isn't LeBron James or somebody else, they're not, they're going after him. Okay? I don't think anybody should go after the guy. I'm just being honest with you. I call it what I see it. Okay? And I just don't think... He's playing on a team called the Pelicans. Look, I wouldn't want to be on some... The Pelican is a stupid name, okay? They changed the name because they didn't... they don't... You're not allowed to be a ferocious name anymore, So they make you a Pelican, okay? And I don't have anything against Pelicans. It's just, that's not a sports team. Be the Gators. Be something tough, okay? Not the Pelicans, okay? And the guy just doesn't want to do it. Okay, he didn't ask to be there. Okay, New Orleans is a football town. It's not a basketball town. I mean, they had Pistol Pete, but it's just not. The guy wants to go to a better team, okay, and I don't think it's wrong. I mean, I've been reading these media accounts of him, and he got fined by his team. I'm thinking, you fined me? I mean, really? The guy wants to play on a winning team. Okay, he's one of the best players in the league. Now, the Lakers want him, the Sixers want him, the Celtics want him, a bunch of teams want him. Of course they want him, he's great. But he's going to get traded, okay? And there's nothing wrong with it. Don't diss the guy, okay? He doesn't deserve this. I mean, he's been as respectful as he possibly can. He has the rights to do this, okay? You have to treat the athletes the way they need to be treated, okay? It's not, I don't hate athletes. I just don't like the ones that pretend they're brain surgeons, like we care about what Steph Curry or LeBron James thinks. And even if you're political on the right, I don't care. I don't want to know what you do. Okay, they tried to go after Tom Brady for having a Make America Great hat. I mean, why can't... I don't care that these guys... I said in the last podcast about the Golden State Warriors, I don't care that they celebrate with Obama or they're friends with him. I care that they're replacing going to they're acting like they went to the White House. They didn't. They went to Barack Obama's house and sat with him. Okay. Big deal. You're not doing anything. I mean, they already met the guy. It's like me going on, sitting over one of my paisan's house and having acting like, yeah, I went to the White House. No, I went to my paisan's house. Okay. It's not the White House, just so you know. So keep the subscribing going. I appreciate everybody. And we're going to keep the Truth Machine coming out as many times as we can. Okay? So from behind the wheel of the Truth Machine, this is Bill Petrino asking you to sit back and enjoy the ride.